Uncle Mort's South Country by Peter Tinniswood.
And then they hit the traffic jam. Carter Brandon and Uncle Mort were heading out from London, bound for the cliff-hung coast and the tawny sandbanks of the English Channel. All had gone well till they hit the motorway. They had slinked their way through hustling streets, shimmying with black people and scowling with white people with worried shopping bags. Pavements all a-bustle and straining with terriers. Bounding sunshine, peeling plane trees, hunched gutters, Nepalese cuisine, kiosks for minicabs, tandoori houses with sad-eyed windows, Retsina, white rum, mangoes, breadfruit, snapper and swordfish.
Do you like fish, Carter?
Yes. Do you?
Piscatorially speaking, yes. But as regards food, I think it's bloody rubbish. I'd sooner eat a telephone engineer's boiler suit.
The blood-red beetle had snarled and fretted at the ambling streetscape. Smiles, leers, squints, fat ankles. Puckered terrace houses. Georgian churches with pasty-faced porticos. Weary gasometers. Stump of railings. Yellow-skinned factory walls. Swaying hips, bloodshot eyes, skateboards, thumping Walkman.
Do you know what I can't abide about our black cousins, Carter?
No. What?
They always look as though they're thoroughly enjoying life. They always look as though they're convinced they're on a run of unrestrained good luck.
What's wrong with that?
Everything. Life's not made for enjoyment, lad. Why do you think God invented ladies' bicycles? Why do you think he created dental floss and sequence dancing? And life's not about good luck neither, Carter. Life for folks like us is a never-ending sequence of bad luck, starting from the moment you're born on a coronation tea towel on the back kitchen table, till the day you die in hospital, in egg-stained pyjamas with a retired fruiterer and greengrocer from Glossop in the bed next door. I've been dogged by bad luck all my life.
Have you?
Certainly, lad, certainly. If only the stars had been in a more favourable configuration on the day I was born, I could have been Princess Alice of Athlone.
Not with your dress sense.
Well, that's precisely what I'm saying, lad. Bad luck. It's not my fault I look a bugger in ostrich feathers and crepe de chine knickers. If only the circumstances of my birth had been different, I could have been the light programme on the BBC.
Could you?
Certainly, lad, certainly. And I'd have made sure I always gave you good reception from Droitwich, too.
Ta.
You're very welcome, lad. I wonder what it's like being an egg-timer. Vastly overrated, I shouldn't wonder.
The traffic jam had started as soon as they inched their way from the slip road onto the blistering motorway.
The gateway to purgatory, eh, Carter?
Aye.
The headlong dawdle to untrammelled chaos. No wonder Elsie and Doris Waters gave up the ghost all them years ago.
The roar and the rumble. Juggernauts from Spain, refrigerated lorries from Inverness, racehorse transporters, television rental vans, Japanese jeeps with spare wheels navelled on rear doors, nose-picking, armpit-scratching, yawning, beard-tugging, powder-patting, lipstick-prodding, scuffles with wrinkled crutches. The sun beat down, indiscriminate of Sierra and Astra, Capri and Orion. The planets dozed in the great void, undismayed and undisturbed, idling.
Typical of the South, isn't it?
What?
Having traffic jams. We don't have them in the North, do we? Well, there's no need for traffic in the North, is there? No one ever wants to go nowhere in the North. There's no one worth visiting in the North. You're best off stopping at home and counting the cat hairs on your cardigan. I'll never forget the last time I went visiting in the North.
What happened?
I sat on a gramophone record of G.H. Eliot, the chocolate-coloured coon.
Did it hurt?
Well, not as such, Carter. Mind you, it made my eyes water a bit whilst they tried to extract the turntable from my +4s. Where is everyone in this jam going to, Carter? Look at all these cars and all these vans and all these lorries. Where the bloody hell are they bound for? And what possible excuse can they have for going there anyway? The whole trouble with life these days, lad, is that people are always going somewhere. It's too easy for them, you see. In my day, a visit to my Auntie Dora and Totley for Sunday tea, On the other side of the Back Ginnel was like a full-scale Arctic expedition to the Antarctic. And once you got there, the conditions in her front parlour was a bloody sight more worse than you'd find at the North Pole. You ask Roald Amundsen.
Who's he?
I don't know. You'd better ask Captain Scott.
There was no escape from the sun. They were saunaed in the blood-red beetle, and the fumes from the covens of deep-throated exhaust pipes wrestled with the roots of their teeth and sneered at the hairs of their nostrils.
It's at times like this, Carter, that a man can't help thinking about Lord Baden-Powell.
Why?
Because it's a damn sight better than thinking about the Duchess of York.
Who's she?
I don't know. You better ask the Daily Mirror.
They were in the middle lane, motionless. To their left was a breakdown van from Leighton Buzzard.
Well, I suppose it's got to come from somewhere, Carter.
To their right was a Swedish estate car and a mouse-haired woman with a bald baby and a slaver-tongued Doberman pinscher.
I wonder where she's going.
Search me.
She's probably going to get the dog's nadgers done.
Do you reckon?
Certainly, lad, certainly. Well, it'll hardly be the babies, will it?
No.
Mind you, at a time like this, anything would make a change, wouldn't it?
Then there was a respite. They moved slowly forward, 20 yards. Then they stopped, and the breakdown van was replaced by a grey and beige mobile caravanette with a Welsh pennant fluttering from its radio aerial.
Do you like the Welsh, Carter?
I'm not sure. Do you?
Oh, aye. The grand people at the Toffs. I like the way they always smell of fish soup. I like the way they appeal for LBW when they play cricket. I like the way they speak Welsh so no one could understand them. I wish I could speak English so no one could understand me.
Why?
Privacy. Exclusivity of thought.
Uncle Mort thought of war. He thought of the war of his youth. Uhlans with sickled moustaches, destroyers with 4 funnels, the snips of Arabs in the Tigris marshes. He thought of the warplanes of the war of his impotency, Spitfires, Messerschmitts, Fairy Swordfish, and Bolt and Paul Defiance. He thought of the wars of his ancestors, Fuzzy Wuzzies, Carib Indians, Spanish galleons scattered by fireboats in the cowering channel. He thought of his father eating an egg sandwich without his spectacles. He sighed deeply and said,
It's funny what you think about when you're stuck in a traffic jam, isn't it?
Aye.
What are you thinking about now?
I'm not quite sure. I'll have to think about it.